Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review on Batgirl issue 7. Let's see what's going on with this issue, but before I start that issue, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about my background? Do you like it? Do you like new posters? I'll be changing it kind of frequently, at least try to change it frequently, and try to get new posters and new stuff in the background dealing with comic books, so I really hope you like it. And I'll start the issue. And also, if you don't like it, tell me in the comments below. Just tell me what you guys think about it. So let's start the issue. Let's see what's going on. So in this issue, let's talk about the cover first. I didn't love the concept for the cover. I didn't love that she was drowning because that happened like for a second in the issue. I didn't think it was that big of a thing that happened in the issue. It could have been like Black Canary and Batgirl, because that's something that really did happen in the issue, not just Batgirl drowning. So I didn't love the concept for the cover, but I did like the art. I thought it was a really good effect with the water, but. So I would say it was a so-so cover, though. Alright, so let's see what's going on in the story, though. So, with, in this issue, we get to see Batgirl, trying to defeat this guy. He's wearing a mask. And, he's kind of hard to defeat, and Batgirl recognizes that. But she's also recognizing that maybe it's just herself. Maybe she's just not, like, in her A game right now. Because who knows why. And she's like, I need to get my A game. What should I do? So she goes to Dinah, her best friend, who is also the Black Canary, and says, alright, so I just almost drowned tonight. I need your help. I need a sparring partner. So, you know, they spar, and Black Canary says, I know what's wrong. You keep thinking about you were paralyzed and everything. Yes, that was a big thing, but you can't moan and groan about it. You have to grow from that. And Dinah tries to help her out and say, you know what? That's what's really hurting your fighting. You need to grow from that, and Dinah says, I hope I helped. So I thought that was very good for Batgirl. I think maybe Batgirl will grow from that, and maybe think, alright, I have to grow from this. I can't just moan and groan about it. I need to grow. So I think that was very important for this issue, and I think Dinah definitely was a good friend for Babs. So, from the villain for the beginning of this issue, the guy with the mask, she gets a tip from Dinah saying, alright, this is where he's going to be. Try and look out and see what's going on. So, Barbara goes there and tries to figure out what's going on there. And she tries to fight him, fights all the goons that are around him, and he escapes into the sewers. So she's like, great. But then she decides, alright, let's go to the goons and see if I recognize anybody, because I do have a photogenic memory. And she's just looking, so I don't recognize that from a police report. She lifts the last mask, and she does recognize that person. And that person is the person who was the goon next to Joker in The Killing Joke. And she's like, oh my god, this is the person who watched me almost die and get paralyzed. So we're going to learn a lot about the Killing Joke, I think, in the next issue, which I thought we were going to learn more about in this issue, because in the description for this issue on the internet, it seemed like it would be more about the Killing Joke, but it seems like the next issue will be a lot about the Killing Joke, and really what happened that night. Well, we know what happened, but maybe in the point of view of the New 52, what happened that night. So I'm very excited to see what happens, and I'm very excited how Gail will explain that. I think it should be interesting. Also, that's something that really interesting that happened in this issue is that Commissioner Gordon gets a visit from Barbara's mom, who's also named as Barbara. So she comes, and Commissioner Gordon says, so why did you leave me and Barbara for such a long time? You know, you left your children. And she said it's because of James Gordon Jr. If you guys don't know who he is the brother for Barbara and the son for Commissioner Gordon, and Barbara also, who's also named Barbara, and, you know, his wife. So, who's Barbara. So, in the Detective Comics, right before the New 52, they have the story arc of James Gordon, and it's a really great story arc, and we learned a lot about his character, so I'm guessing we're going to bring that detective story, a Detective Comic story, into Batgirl, which I think should be really interesting, to see how the New 52 kind of twists it around. I'm interested. I didn't read the James Gordon Jr. story, but I think it should be really interesting because I've heard so many great things about it, and I would love to see how they bring it into Batgirl. If we will be able to see James Gordon Jr., I think it should be pretty interesting. And I think in the next couple issues we will be able to see that. So I think we'll be able to see the Killing Joke and what happened in the New 52 version, and James Gordon Jr. see what happened there. So it should be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. I thought this issue was pretty solid. I like that Dinah was in this issue. I thought she was definitely a great help and a really good guest star, and it wasn't just throwing her in. Oh, Dinah's in this. They didn't even like saying on the cover, right? Guest starring Black Canary. But really, she was just there as being a friend, and I thought it was a really good add on to the issue that she was in this issue, and I think that will help Barbara throughout issues, saying, all right, I have to listen to my best friend, and I have to try to get over this and make myself grow. So, definitely, I thought this was a pretty solid issue. I didn't like the cover, and I thought there was going to be more about the Killing Joke in this issue, so I was kind of disappointed. But, pretty solid issue. I give it 4. Good art, pretty good story, and I think it's leading up to really great stories within Barbara's family and within her past, really. And I think it should be very interesting. I like that we're bringing Barbara's past into this series, which I think from the beginning we would see that, because we've been seeing really her past life come into how it's going to affect her present life, which I think is very interesting. So, I give this a 4. I thought it was a solid issue. And also, guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Description below, there'll be a link for that. They'll just have comic book news, topic videos I'll be doing, and comic book reviews I'll be doing. And also, don't forget to follow my other YouTube channel, The Rand Situations. In the description below, there'll be a link for that also. It'll just have YouTube videos for that channel and news about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I give this 4. I thought it was a pretty solid issue. I can't wait until future issues, and I think it should be a really fun ride with this series. It's one of my favorites for the New 52, and I'm excited to see what Gale brings to this series and see how the past will affect the present. I think that's going to be very important with this series. So I say definitely pick it up. It was a good issue, good solid issue. This is Comic Uno, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.